I'm going to start reading from a manuscript. This one is kind of my pivotal piece of the book. It was written some time ago when one of my younger friends was still in his 20s and I had just entered my 30s, and he was complaining that all of his friends, who, or most of them were older, were coupling up, settling down, and kind of selling out in a way. And for me, this was a response to that. Kind of like a new 30-something responding to the complaints of back then a 20-something, and this is called 30-something to Jacob. I now refer to teenagers as punks, modern music as all the same garbage, and 20-somethings as romantically masochistic. Lately, Jacob, trying on secondhand jeans that Courage My Love feels like sitting on a warm toilet seat in a public bathroom. I don't know why, but it's probably the reason my house reeks of IKEA now. A mixture of pine, polyurethane, and sugared guilt. Afghans sewn by Swedish virgins, and bookshelves the color of affluent wooden dentures appropriated from the wealthy mouths of our forefathers, proudly displaying my dusty dog-eared socio-political historical dissertations and a dark growing mass of pulp horror. Jacob, this is not a dumbing down. It's just that when I've spent the day swinging from a ladder, wishing death upon the squirrels digging under my eaves trough, Stephen King speaks to me in a way that Jacques Derrida, Noam Chomsky, or Jared Diamond can't. The people at Home Depot run when they see me, Jacob. My sponsored child, finger in her nose, peers at me from her dirt village in Kenya. The coffee from her country tastes like spiced earth, and yes, I am aware of this awful arrangement, just as I am aware of the sunflower heads that I keep in tap water and how they droop over the mouth of the Chinese fertility vase like tragic street lamps. They're beautiful, Jacob. And I'm beginning to need a little comfort now and then, the occasional taste of bliss. I could never understand my father's fascination with hee-haw, nor my mother's obsession with gaudy ornaments. But when I was 24, I went to a communist cell meeting at Ossington and Bloor to find no garbanzos, no angels or sentiment, just a Spanish cross-dresser railing against his parents. There should have been a manual for being a 30-something Jacob, much like the sex ed handouts we got in grade 6, but with more unwanted body hair, and tips on how to hide internet porn from your wife, how to use a caulking gun without making a sticky mess, and how to cope with the realization that despite Billy Corgan's rage, we're all headed for tea cozies, Werther's candies, and purses filled with warm pennies. Jacob, I must tell you that when I sat in the heated leather bucket seat last week, I swear I found heaven dawning along my spine.